Music by Motion Tracks. Check out their site. Welcome to Crunchless Abs. This is an excellent routine that is safe for anybody, any woman who wants to really tone up those deep abdominal muscles, but it's especially good for women who have diastasis recti, which is a separation of the outermost abdominal muscles that often occurs when you're carrying a child, when you're pregnant. The muscles weaken, the connective tissues weaken, and the muscles actually separate, the six-pack muscles. So this routine avoids certain exercises and motions that tend to be problematic for women with diastasis recti. So if you have that condition, feel safe with this workout. We're going to really tone up those deep abdominals, and don't be fooled by the slightly slower pace and the focus on breathing. They are actually essential keys to really working those deep abs. So let's get started. The first thing I want you to do is start with a hip stretch. So it looks like this. You're just going to step back with one leg and bring the same side arm up. Try not to overly arch your back and come down. This is just a very flowing stretch to kind of get you warmed up and starting to really get those hips stretched out. The reason we're doing this, and I'll show you from the side, the reason we're doing this stretch is because often with today's pretty sedentary lifestyle, these hip flexors, these muscles here, get very tight. And when they're tight, they can pull our posture out of whack. They can make things out of alignment and can really cause problems with our posture. Can sometimes make us stand like this with our bellies protruding, and that really pushes out onto the abdominal wall and can be really hard when women have diastasis recti. Not good at all for that condition. So you want to make sure that those muscles stay nice and stretched. So now I want you to hold this stretch and lean away from the side that you're stretching. Come on up and switch. Leg back, arm up, lean away from the side that you're stretching. And that should feel really good and really deep in that hip area. All right, come on up, shake it out. And we're gonna do some pelvic rocks. So these are a way to kind of start getting these abdominal muscles warmed up, the low back muscles warmed up, but also to feel what neutral spine should feel like. So essentially, neutral spine position shouldn't feel like either extreme. Not like this, and not like this. So we are going to be doing especially our lying down exercises and our standing exercises with a neutral spine. So again, that means not either one of these extremes. I want you to bring in the breathing. So exhale as you bring your pubic bone forward. You can even bring your hands and think about pushing those six-pack muscles together, knitting them together as you come forward into this pelvic tilt right here. So you're stretching slightly and then you're contracting the deep abs and knitting together those rectus abdominis muscles, the ones that separated during the diastasis recti. All right, one more. Exhaling as you come into this position and then shake it out. Just relax. We're going to stand up now and we are going to take a deep breath. I want you to think about breathing in. Again, this is an exercise, so don't skip it. Breathing in and letting your belly expand. And breathing out. Lifting your pelvic floor muscles and pulling in those deep abdominal muscles, the deepest band of abdominals. Like the area below your belly button. The area where you feel contract slightly if you cough. It should feel a little bit of a contraction right down here when you cough. Those are the muscles you want to think about pulling in gently without tucking your tailbone under. If you tuck your tailbone under, you're working those rectus abdominis muscles or the other muscles too much. So another deep breath in, let everything expand. Relax, and then exhale. Lift the pelvic floor and pull those deep abs in and hold it. Now notice I'm keeping a neutral spine position. I'm not like this, and I'm not like this. So really neutral, and let's do one more deep breath, just like so, just regular. Deep belly breath, and then exhale. Zip everything up, pull everything in, and hold it. All right, we're gonna add a twist to this same breathing pattern. So breathe in, everything expands. Now breathe out, belly button to spine, and twist. Breathe in, everything expands. Breathe out. Before you do the twist, I want you to really begin that exhale and pulling the belly button into the spine. Breathe in, breathe out. Breathe in, breathe out. Belly relaxes and expands. Belly button to spine. Breathe in, breathe out. One more each side. Breathe in, breathe out. Last one here. Breathe in and breathe out. Belly button to spine. So I hope you felt that in those deep abs. Let it all go. Shake it out. Take a deep breath. Let everything go. Shake it out. And now we're going to do some ceiling circles. Bring in those deep abdominals just like we were doing before with the exhale, but this time hold it. Don't let it go. Now when you inhale, you're gonna breathe more into your chest so that you can keep this zipped up feeling down here. Now, my spine is again neutral. I'm not arching, I'm not tucking. It's just a neutral spine, zipped up position. Bring the arms up overhead, and you are gonna draw a little tiny circle on the ceiling. This is slow and controlled, and make it small. You wanna breathe again into your chest because you're keeping your low abs pulled in and contracted. You can make it slightly bigger if you feel comfortable with this, but really do this with control. We're still warming up right now. I'm going to show you from the side, and now I'm going to reverse directions. These are pretty big circles that I'm doing, so I'm going to tighten it up. Keep breathing. Little circles. Keeping your abdominals pulled in and strong like you have a corset on. Those low abs are really pulled in and zipped up. And finish it up. All right, arms down. Shake it all out. Let it all go. All right, I want you to, again, find that neutral spine position. So you're tucking your tail, just kind of arching and tucking your spine to know what you don't want to be doing. You want to be right in between, neutral position, slight lumbar curve, zip up, pelvic floor, low abs, everything's pulled in and lifted up. And now hold that, breathe into your chest as you hold it down here. You're gonna spread out the toes on your standing leg, soften the knee a little bit if you'd like. Bring the arms out to the side, straight leg in front, and then a semicircle all the way around and forward. Now notice, the only thing moving is my leg. You have to use your abs to keep, those deep abs, to keep your whole trunk and upper body still. One more. Nothing is moving. Don't overly arch your back right here. And without putting that leg down, put it out to the side. Arms out to the opposite side, so you're kind of in like a diagonal line. And use your abdominals without crunching like this. Use your abs to really pull that knee toward your hands and your hands toward your knee. So those muscles are really contracted. You also want to exhale and keep your balance. You might need a wall nearby or a couch nearby, something that you can grab onto if you need a little support. So this is a wood chop move. Think about breathing out and 3 more. And exhale, and last one. All right, without stopping, I've got to hop forward. Step, the same leg that was just moving, step it back, arms up, hand on your hip, pull, keep the belly pulled in, and it's a warrior crunch. So you're stepping back and then using the abs to drive that knee up. Breathe out. Last one here. All right, you should really be feeling that on your standing leg. And so I want you to shake it out, kind of twist out the ankle maybe a little bit. Shake it all out, let it all go. Take a deep belly breath. And then zip up again. Really pull those low abs in like you've got a corset on. Pull everything in. Spread out the toes on your other leg to stand on. And we're gonna start with the semicircles. Again, make this an ab exercise. Make it so that your abdominals are keeping everything steady. The only thing moving is your leg. Let's do one more. And now legs straight out to the side. Whoa. And arms opposite. Pull your tummy in and exhale. Take it slow and controlled. Use your abs. Really pull in your tummy, belly button to spine as you bring that knee toward your hands. And 3, 2, really lengthen, and 1, leg straight back, arms up, hand on the hip, pull it, make sure your tummy's pulled in, and exhale as you bring that knee toward your hand, the hand toward your knee. This is another great hip stretch. Again, I mentioned that those muscles tend to be really tight on people in general, not always. Doesn't hurt to do a nice stretch though. Keep those abs pulled in. And I think we might have done one extra on this side. That's okay. Let it all go. We have one more standing exercise. I want you to really feel this one of the deep abs and the obliques, the waist muscles. So, it looks like this. Shake it all out, let it all go. Now zip up, pelvic floor, low abs, everything is strong and engaged. Spine is neutral, so again, not tucked, not like this, neutral spine. And we're gonna start with just one side. So make sure that's held, arm up, and you're gonna bring the knee, actually the thigh more, the thigh toward the elbow. Very slow, 3, 4, now faster, 8, crunch those abs, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Now this is a crunch, but it's an oblique crunch, and it's safer for diastasis recti than like a standard laying on your back abdominal crunch. 8, 7, 6, feel those abs. 4, 3, 2, 1. All right, alternating side. 4, pull your abs in. 2 more. 1 more, and then faster. We've got 8, 7, 6. It's like you're Spider-Man climbing a wall. 4, 3, crunch those abs. 2, 1, and done. All right, shake it out. And come on down to the mat. We are going to start with a very brief little cat-cow, and one thing on your hands and knees. Although you don't want to overdo hands and knee exercises or even planks when you have diastasis recti, because it can be a lot of pressure on your weak abdominal wall. But what we're doing now should be fine. We'll just do a bit. So just arch and round your back. One more time. We don't want to ever be afraid of moving. And come to a neutral spine position. In this position, you are not tucked and you're not arched. You're just nice and neutral. Now, in 4 steps, I want you to bring your belly button away from the floor. So lift, 2, 3, 4. Really pulling that belly button in and holding it. Now notice that my bottom isn't tucking under. If your bottom tucks under, that means you're working the wrong muscles. We want to work the deep abs. Hold it and let it go. Shake it all out. Do another cat and cow. Come back to neutral and lift the belly button away from the floor in 4 steps. 1, 2, 3. Really pull it up without tucking your tail under. Hold it. Now this feeling of these deep abdominals that are really pulling and lifting up, these are the muscles we want to be feeling. So let it go. All right, come onto your side. We're going to come into a side plank. Now for this exercise, you can do the whole thing right here with your knees bent. Or you can have your legs straight. Make sure to keep your elbow under your shoulder. So we're going to come up into a side plank. You can again have your knees bent right now, or straight like this, or like this, okay? Pick your poison. Whatever you do, keep your tummy pulled in, keep your shoulder directly above your elbow, and now pulse. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, hold it, and come on down. We're gonna go right into a twist. If you need to kind of shake out that shoulder a little bit, that's a great stabilizing exercise for your shoulder, by the way. Come on back down, and lift out of your shoulder, elbow directly under your shoulder. Knees are bent for all of us this time. And come on up. Pull your tummy in, arm up overhead, and again, really pull belly button to spine, and exhale as you twist. 7, 6, 5, 4, again, belly button to spine, 3, 2, and 1. Woohoo! Feels so good. So we're working those deep abdominals and those obliques to really pull in the deepest layer of abdominals, the ones that we want to strengthen. We don't want to focus so much on those six-pack muscles. Those ones are the ones that were stretched. With diastasis recti, they're stretched apart. We want to knit them together. But to do that, we want to flatten the belly, and that's working these deep abdominals. The transversus abdominis and the rectus and the obliques. All right, so other side. Again, elbow down, right in line with your shoulder, lifting out of your shoulder. Knees can be straight for the side plank, or the legs can be straight, or you can have one leg in front of the other. So holding it strong, pulling in the tummy, and pulse it. 7, 6, feel these bottom muscles. 4, 3, 2, hold it, and come on down. Everybody, take a little shake out of your elbow and your shoulder, and then come right down into our bent knee side plank. So you're gonna come on up, pull belly button to spine, pull it in, arm up, and really pull that tummy in, and exhale as you twist, and 2, and 3, and last one. I hope you're still with me here, and come on down. Again, such a great exercise for your shoulders too. Really working those stabilizing muscles. Little quick stretch. All right, let's come on to our back. I'm gonna kind of be this way. Maybe that'll be the best angle. You're gonna roll down. You really should roll down and come up by coming onto your side first and then rolling onto your back. That's important. With diastasis recti, we want to avoid any type of like jackknife type moves because that can make that separation bigger. So on your back, you're gonna arch back and forth just gently just to find that neutral spine position again. So right there, you wanna pull in those low abs like you're zipping on that tight pair of skinny jeans. And then put your hands on your pelvis. Now, we are going to really keep that zipped up position. Breathe into your chest. And so you can hold it down here. And you're gonna lift one leg up just an inch off the floor. This leg is lifting just an inch. Now don't let your back arch Keep your belly pulled in, and don't let your pelvis rock. Now put that leg down without letting anything move except the leg. Bring the other leg off the ground an inch. And you're just gonna march back and forth, breathing in your chest, keeping your low abs pulled in, and feeling your pelvis, and seeing if you can keep it so still that it's like you're a concrete brick up here on top. The only thing moving is the legs, just gently marching back and forth, up and down. And again, don't go high. You want to really keep it low, like an inch, maybe 2 inches off the floor, but not more than that. If you go higher, it's actually going to be easier. So to keep it hard, to keep it a challenge, you want to stay low. Keep those low abs, deep abs pulled in. You can even knit the rectus abdominis muscles, the six-pack muscles together, kind of splint them together is what that's called. Just make sure that your low back doesn't arch and feel those deep abdominals working. Now, if this feels easy to you, you can either keep going with this, or if you want a little more of a challenge, but only if you can keep your tummy pulled in and not protruding upward, you're gonna try this. So, pull in your muscle. Well, first start with the kegel. So, engage your pelvic floor muscles gently, and then pull those low abs in and up. Put one leg up, really pull the tummy in, and lift the other leg off the floor. Now, if your belly pooched up when you lifted that leg up, you need to go back to the one we were just doing. But if you can keep everything pulled in as you bring the legs up, you can go on to prance. So for this, you're gonna tap and up, tap and up. The slower and the more controlled, the better. You wanna breathe out, and you wanna make sure that your low back is not arching off the ground. Make sure your belly is pulled in, and again, this may be too much for some people, especially with diastasis recti, so really be careful. Watch this one, it may not be appropriate for you. If your belly's pooching, if you're feeling the separation, don't do this, it's not worth it. So again, you can keep doing this if it works for you, or you can go back to the little toe tap. This is a great one for working those deep abdominals. All right, let's finish it up, a couple more. The slower the better. Don't hold your breath, and let it all go. You can do a little twist, very gentle twist. And now let's go into a bridge to reverse that. So you're going to tighten your bottom, roll up, and do some hip circles. Like you're drawing a circle on the wall in front of you. And 4 more this direction. 3, 2, I love moving in circles. Go the other way. It's just a neat way to mix things up, because so often we sit and we stand, and that's all. We never circle our hips and really get these joints moving. Couple more. And roll it down one vertebra at a time. And let's go into our next move, which is corner to corner. It's gonna work the obliques and the deep abs. So again, find neutral spine. You want to not be arched, but not be super pressed down like this. Neutral spine. Pull in lift the pelvic floor, pull in the deep abdominals, and we're gonna try moving with your hands down by your side, moving corner to corner of your mat. I'm not quite in the middle. Okay, corner to corner or side to side. So keep those low abs pulled in. Now, if this feels like, I got this, no big deal, and you can do this with your tummy pulled in, and not pooching up, then straighten out your legs, and let's make sure that this doesn't happen. You want to keep your abs pulled in, and move corner to corner. It's a little bit of a hopping motion with your legs, corner to corner on your mat, and really beware of your low back, that it's not arching off the mat, that you're able to keep those deep abdominal muscles pulled in. And 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1, and done. All right, bend up one leg, straighten up the other, and we are going to do 8 circles high going toward the left, 6, keep everything still except your leg, 4, 3, abs pulled in, 2, 1. Now we're going to go the other way, and you're going to bring your leg lower. Keep your abs pulled in, don't let this happen. You know, to keep everything pulled in, and go the other way. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. So that's working your abdominals and your hip flexors. Other side, really pull everything in, other leg up, and go one direction. Nice and high, like you're drawing a circle on the ceiling, but make sure nothing is moving except that leg. And now stop, we're gonna go the other direction, down low. So round. Make sure nothing is moving except that leg. You should feel a little tug on your abdominals. 4, 3, 2, 1. And legs down, pencil stretch it out. One more quick bridge. This time I want you up on your tiptoes. This just works the back of the body and stretches out the front. So up on your tiptoes, we're gonna pulse. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Everybody needs a little booty strengthening. 6, 7, 8, and 8 more. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Hold it. Stretch out that front, and then roll down one vertebrae at a time. Let those legs sort of flop around, and carefully come up. Push yourself up, and we're gonna go into a deep squat stretch. So you are going to ultimately be in this position right here. Nice long spine, chest is lifted, like a little kid sits. If you need to be up on your tiptoes, that's fine. If you need to be holding on to something, that's fine. Or even if you can't get all the way down and need to be holding on to something, that's fine too. Just make sure that you are keeping your spine long, your legs can be fairly wide, and hold it here. One more deep breath. And let's forward fold. So lift your bottom toward the ceiling. Try to bring your chest toward your thighs, and definitely bend your knees if you need to. Slowly over time, your knees might straighten. And bend your knees, round it up one vertebrae at a time. Come on up. End with a couple nice bust circles. So it's like you're drawing a circle on the ground beneath you. And go the other way. And one more of those deep belly breaths. So breathe in, belly expands, breathe out, pull it in. One more twist each side, breathe in, belly expands, breathe out, belly button towards spine, breathe in, breathe out, belly button to spine, breathe in, and let it go. Shake it all out. And hopefully you feel your core muscles really buzzing and everything's feeling good and strong, but you did this safe, deep abdominal workout. So enjoy, and be sure to check out FemFusionFitness.com for all sorts of great information. We've got video packages for sale, group health coaching programs, and tons of free info on the blog. So enjoy. Take care, ladies.